interesting zone. Drop, base, 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 gap up. Let me mark every zone that comes in my way. This is a zone. Okay, rally, base, rally. This is a zone. Now drop, base, gap up, rally. This is a zone. Okay, drop, base, gap down. This is a zone. Rally, base, base, and gap down. This is a zone. Friends, can you see it properly? Can you observe that this is all forming like a sandwich, like a loaf of bread? Every zone is overlapping on each other. Every zone is overlapping on each other. This is a very, very key information, which means this complete downfall is weak, which means this is Kenya. This is not India. Look at this. This is India. Gap up rally, gap up rally, a small base, again a gap up rally, again a gap up rally. This is the kind of move, massive move that the buyers created. Whereas the sellers, the way they're bringing the price down, it's pretty weak. So I'm just going to erase all these blue zones because I don't want them. All I'm trying to convey is this fall is not a strong fall. So one strong reason price will happily go till this zone. It needs one positive sentiment in the market. Okay, you cannot mark a single fresh zone till the top. All zones are tested. Okay, the only decent zone that I see here, for example, okay, the only decent zone I see here on a daily candle is this, and which is just kissed. And I like this zone because light zone. Yeah, this level is cute because it is packed inside a weekly zone and a monthly zone. This kind of zones where a weekly zone, a monthly zone, a weekly zone, and a daily zone are overlapping each other, we call them nested zones, and which are generally considered to be very good. Okay, all right, sounds good. Let's move to the next step. Okay, so that is one interesting zone, and the best part is that zone is just kissed, that zone is just tested, and I have only one issue here. There is a level below that level, you know, that is one problem generally most price action traders face. Always there are levels below, there are levels below. So because of these glitches, because of glitches, the first fresh zone I can ever encounter here is this. This is one clean zone. I don't know how much of you understand. This is one very clean, very fresh zone that I am seeing at 26,500 levels. Okay, that because that zone has been created for the first time. Okay, and it is very close to a possible resistance level here. See, price came down, compression throughout, and zoop, sudden rally, and thereafter it didn't stop, which officially means this particular zone, okay, is little above the previous resistance, hence this guy is critical. Okay, now if you ask me what is the future of Bank Nifty, okay, first of all, I don't predict. I'm a professional stock trader. I am an algo trader because I only believe in God. For everything else I need data, because I never confidently say this is what is going to happen, because I am not an analyst, I am a trader. If I ever say this is what is going to happen, either it should be a hedge condition or else I can never say on a naked trade. That is impossible, because market anything can happen. Tomorrow buyers can come because the COVID problem is solved because of excess oxygen and excess bed and so on, or it can become severe also. We have no idea. All right. So, so these are the strongest zones. For example, zone 1, zone 2, this is tested, so it is not that critical. I'll put a star here. And then zone 3. These are the levels at which Bank Nifty can roll. And one interesting observation is this whole fall that has come from the top. It's not a strong fall, which means a good positive sentiment can push the price back into the 36,000 levels. Okay, it can push it back into the 36,000 levels. You know why 36,000 is another interesting level? Because according to WD Gann square of 360, okay, it is a Gann square of 360 level, because every degree movement with respect to Gann is typically 1 point move. So definitely 36,000 level will play a role. Okay, that is where our next target is, if at all we take a solid entry today. Now let me watch what volume profile is telling me. Okay, let me go on a slightly lower time frame, maybe 25 minutes or maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, this is good. Okay, now once I zoom, what do you see, friends? Can you see 36,000 and 31,000? This is a range at which we are fighting right now. Now look at this. The point of control here is here. This is another point of control. Very good. So if I look at it carefully, I'm just trying to check if there is any possible actions here. Okay, now let me ask you something. Based on the common sense and the discussion we have had so far, let me ask a very generic question. If you are having a positional view for Bank Nifty, okay, right now at this moment, what would you take? Would you look for a long opportunity or would you look for a short opportunity? Tell me that point. Short due to COVID cases. Okay, I will wait for markets to give me a direction. Alok says he will wait for markets to give a direction, and Naresh says he will short due to COVID cases. Okay. Friends, for your information, price has come very close to the daily demand zone, which you are saying. This green level is the demand zone. Okay. Now, what you need to do is you need to wait for the price to come inside the demand zone and then look for a confirmation. For a possible long trade. But right now, you cannot blindly look forward for shorting. If you really want to short, you will have to short below the zone. You will have to short below the zone. Let me take this guy out. Let me see. Okay. Now let me check if I can find a good power pattern here for some reason. This is an SR line. Okay, it's too far away from the supply. This whole region is too much of volatility. You guys know what is happening in the last 1 month. We were positive in the beginning of this month. We went negative. We went more negative. Again, we came back to a close negative of around 4% loss this month. I think that is fair because we made awesome money in Feb. We made very decent money in March. We lost money in Jan, but September, October, December, we made a bounty. We made a bounty. So we almost achieved about 16% in October and November. 2 months we made almost 32% last year. Okay, now currently if you look at a 25-minute candle, friends, look at this. Do you like this zone? Does anybody like this zone? This guy, see this 34,000 levels. It's a very simple zone. Okay, there's no rocket science there. There's no big intelligence applied there. It is just a rally base rally and then a gap down. But only point here is there are levels here also. So technically speaking, this zone should be like this, if required, like this. Okay, see, level over level, level over level, compression, compression, level over level, compression, compression. See, this is the zone. We can't even think about playing that level because the price has made so much of abnormal movements, abnormal domination across each levels. The buyers and sellers, they are brutally confused in these levels. So definitely I cannot look forward for any interesting trade there. Okay, the only place where I can look forward for a smart possible sell trade is okay, this can be a good level to take a sell. Again, you have this problem of level over level. Okay, whenever you get level over level problems, you should never attempt to take a trade. You don't have to take a trade all the time, friends. I always tell my people, friends, even if you take one trade per day, just one single trade, you have 250 trades in a single month. It's quite a long, you know, long trades in a calendar month. Some of our positional trades, you guys have no idea. We bloody carry forward it. I repeat, some of the positional trades, if our view is directionally correct, we'll just carry forward it. We don't do anything. That is a beauty in mechanical trading. Until and unless your rules are passed, until and unless your rules are passed, you are not supposed to take any trade. And the beauty of stock market is most of the people make their fortune only in waiting. How many of you know this? Most of the people make excuse me. Okay, I'm sorry, there was a small disconnection, friends. Okay, so to summarize what happened in terms of our observation, this is all compression, which means sellers are brutally weak. Okay, these levels are strong, so comparatively the demands levels are very strong compared to the supply levels. Unfortunately, as you all said, COVID, we are not sure, okay, how people would react, okay, what kind of sentiments additionally comes in. So it's better to be in a wait and watch mode. Okay, so we will wait and watch, but for now our key levels are these two: 36,000 for supply and 30,000 for demand. These two are the key points. So Bank Nifty will play between these two, and if it breaks out on either direction beyond these points, then we need to extensively watch the engulf. Based on engulf, we will design the next course of action. Please remember my statements. 30,000 and 36,000 are the two levels which have to be broken. If these two levels are broken, it doesn't mean it's going to go up, it's going to go down. No, that is not the meaning. Once these critical levels are broken, it will show a bit of price action, and based on that price action we will decide, which officially means you cannot decide right now. How many of you get this? So that is the whole crux of Bank Nifty's next course. And at the end of this session, we are concluding the demand zone is stronger, the supply levels are weaker, they are tested, and there is absolute compression all across the fall from the 37,800 levels till 30,000, 31,000 levels. So don't look for direct shorts. Okay, there are two technical problems. Number one, if you do a short, you are doing a shorting very close to a nested zone, nested demand. What is nested demand? Monthly, weekly, daily, or in sync, which means you are going against it. So if you want to be bearish, let it break that level, let it break that level and give us something interesting point where there is some engulf and there is some change point. Okay, until and unless such a thing happens, I will not believe in this story. Okay, but I think if you ask me, a good level, this is a good supply level, because if I treat this as my level 1, low 1, this as my low 2, look at this, low 1 is engulfed by this candle, low 2 is engulfed by this candle, this is the base, and therefore this is a prospective FTR, and also unfortunately this is a tested FTR, which means even this FTR may fail. Honestly, if you ask me personally, it is best to wait and watch. It is best to wait and watch for fresh trades. If you're already having existing trades, you have two things to do. Number one, watch for 36,000 and watch for 31,000. And once these levels are broken, probably we'll connect in the next week or two and then discuss what we can do with based on the engulf. We wait for engulf. Once those levels are broken, how that breaking will happen, who is dominating the scene, those aspects we analyze and then we will decide. All right, any questions so far, friends? In fact, this is a pure analysis session. I did not typically made this a knowledge transfer session. It was just an analysis session of Bank Nifty. It's a practical application session. All right, so any questions you have, friends? I'll wait for a minute. No questions? Okay, comments. How to define supply zone area? You need to read some of the videos in the YouTube channel. In fact, I am coming live from this month. So I had a vote that from this financial year I should come live. So I'm going to explain some of the uh, aspects in my YouTube channel by going live. So you guys will hear a lot from me. So please do follow my Twitter. You can so find me in Twitter also. So that is my profile. It's Ashok. It's ASH Devanam Priya. That is my Twitter ID. You can follow there for more updates, and you can also go and visit my YouTube channel with the same name, where there are about 51 videos. All are educative videos, hardly one or two promotional videos. I think you can ignore if you wish to. All right, so go through them, and I'm sure you would have a very good understanding of all the concepts of price action. All right, friends, so with this we come to the end of this session today. And what did we learn? Zone marking is an art. Focus on it. If you don't know how to do zone marking, please do follow the videos. Okay, respect nested zones. Okay, respect fresh zones, and wait for engulf. Engulf didn't happen. We didn't discuss about anything about engulf today. I'm just waiting for engulf to happen, and post engulf we will have a deeper understanding of the next price move, and thereafter we will have high precision trading points. Okay, cool. With this we come to the end of the session today. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. All right, thank you very much.